Drake. I'm upset. Okay, I'm upset. And then I realized I went off on a tangent. Okay, y'all saw some of the postings. Then I deleted it because I'm trying to, be organized with my rants. Okay. And so what did I do? I tapped into astrology to kind of see what was going on and to get a peace of mind because your girl was about to lose it. I was about to lose it. And so I'm going to read one more planetary transit that is occurring. I think it's important for everyone to know. However, this is a part of my astrology forecast, and so this will be found truly the full report on Spotify and or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts. Those links are below. All right, they're below. And we're going to go ahead and get into this here. So Venus will be transiting into Taurus at 12 degrees in the 11th house. Now, this is a report for next week, or really April 16th, which is 3 days away. So the energies are already playing out, right? So let's talk about it. Venus will be in Taurus at 12 degrees in the 11th house. Okay, so with Mercury and Aries in the 10th house, it became clear that these energies are after your money and willing to resort to bullying and force tactics to get it. I've been saying this in my tarot readings. How it's energy harvesting season, hence is tax time. All right, so Saturn energy is depleted and they're trying to force others to give their money, which in spiritual terms is energy, all right, to keep them or it alive, which is corporation Saturn energy. Okay, it's basically giving karmic debt not paid, but that's the illusion here. All right, so with all of this force, Saturn energy is depleted. They're coming out of hibernation, and you already know they're hungry, right? These energies, these demons are hungry. Okay, and so this is where energy harvesting is coming out. This is where energy vampires is at play. My advice would be not to pay for it and or to pay it, but do not get yourself back into this mess again. Okay, it's giving karmic debt not paid, or maybe it has been paid and they're trying to find loopholes to force you to pay something. It's very irritating energy. It's literally like being robbed and raped spiritually. Now, last week, Venus was in Taurus at a lower degree, and so there was a peak in materialism, possession, and a bending of one's will began. The bullies started emerging from hibernation. Okay, why? Because they need energy and they need money. Take all of your bills off of auto payments at this time and stay out of the way. Do not sign any new contracts and focus on paying off old debts to free yourself. Venus is still in Taurus, but it's now at 12 degrees, which gives off a mercurial energy. It's time to focus on being prompt, detail-oriented, and developing perfectionist characteristics. This is a perfect time to focus on a skill, to focus on astrology, art, or artistic talents. You basically need to start developing your talents at this time, okay? Venus and Taurus in the 11th house that rules Aquarius is telling you if you want to be free from all restraints and professional bullies in the world, refer back to Mercury in Aries 10th house. And I did post that on YouTube. You're going to need to focus on your craft. Okay, it's promising that you will attract the resources that you're seeking. And these resources, it sounds like it's needed to get out of these constraints here, out of these contracts, out of these leases, out of these mortgages, like out of these relationships. You need resources. All right, so you're being told to focus on yourself, focus on your craft, focus on any artistic talents you have, whatever. Focus on your mind, intellect, something. Knowledge is power, and you need to develop that power now. This placement also indicates a need to redirect your energy on productive things. Do not focus on what is going on outside of you, okay? It's meant to steal your energy, money, and or both. This placement also exposes your money habits. You are what you attract, and so in hindsight, these bullies that are trying to force your will, you gave them that power. You signed up for that subscription, and now that you want to cancel, they think they have a right to make you pay a cancellation fee, all right? Or they resort to making it extremely difficult for you to cancel or to get up out of this contract. A lesson is to be learned right now, okay? It's like signing up for a gym membership. Let's say at LA Fitness, okay? Most people sign up for LA Fitness due to the name brand, not because of the equipment, okay? So with that in mind, You sign a contract to LA Fitness and you realize that what they're charging you every month just isn't worth it, okay? And so you opt to cancel your membership. Well, LA Fitness complies, okay? But there's always a but. But they bring to your attention, oh, there's a cancellation fee. Also, in addition to, you have to pay the remainder balance for the year to cancel, which is usually a couple $100, okay? So they'll let you cancel, but you still have to pay. And this is exactly what Kanye West said when he said, you can buy a way out of jail, but you cannot buy freedom. You canceling this membership is like you buying your way out of jail, but you still having to pay a balance is like you can't buy freedom. So for the awakened and the aware, this frustration is to trigger you to stop spending your money into supporting sectarian causes. They will play with your money, but this is to trigger you to be in better control of your finances. I personally had to cancel my car insurance, 1, because I don't need it. 2, they were overcharging me. And 3, I only signed up for it because I conformed. I was told that it is illegal for you to drive without a car insurance. And so I signed up for car insurance, and that's conforming, everyone. That's conforming. Someone told me I have to have this, and so I felt like I had to, and so I got it, and now I'm trapped. That's conforming. So now they're trying to charge me for canceling this policy, okay? I'm fully prepared to deal with it, or I'm fully prepared to draw it out, prolong it. However, it is triggering me to finally and really pay attention to what it is that I'm signing up for in the future. Honestly, this is showing me that if there's any strings attached, I don't want it. All right. And Planet Fitness lets you cancel the membership whenever you want. All right. There's no strings attached. You need to pay attention to that. All right. A lot of people down Planet Fitness like, oh, that's for cheap and broke people. But I can sign up today and go back tomorrow and say I want to cancel. And they're not going to give me hell. I don't have to go through hell and high waters to get out of that contract. An interesting Planet Fitness, the emphasis on planet. Moving forward, we're going to finish this up. This is encouraging me, to be mindful of what it is I sign up for in the future. If there's any strings attached, I don't want it. And this is also encouraging me to ride my bike instead of driving. All right. You can't even drive in peace without a police officer trying to find fault and give you a ticket. So that their organization and they themselves can make more money. All right. People are pretty much paying for their own demises. And I'm seeing it very clearly now. I signed up for the insurance. I signed up for it. I paid for it. And now that I'm trying to get out of it, it's difficult. I gave them that power by giving my money into that. I gave you the power. And so now they're trying to set up a demise, but I paid into it. So I have to take that shit by the chin, handle it. But now I know moving forward, fuck you, I'm never falling for that again. I'm never putting my money here again. I'm never doing that again. That's what this energy is trying to get y'all to see. This materialism is a trap. It's trapping you. And the moment it's easy to get into, it's easy to acquire. But when you want to give it back or when you don't want it anymore, now you going through hell and high waters. That should be the clearest indication for you. These relationships y'all be investing in. It's easy to get in, literally. But when it comes time to get up out of it, you got child support. Now you got alimony. Now you got to go through court. You're arguing. Now you got to deal with family. It's like you got to go through all of this just to get fucking free. But you ain't have to go through all of this to be in the relationship or to get in them draws. This is I promise you, this has to be a square. I haven't gotten to the aspects yet, so I'm not sure. But I'm certain I know Venus is squaring up with somebody. I know Venus may be squaring up with Uranus, and that's just me guessing right now. But I'm pretty sure, let me just pull that up. There has to be a Venus squaring off because it's tension, all right? This is a challenge. This is not opposition. This is a challenge. And this is a challenge to make you reflect on your ways. That's what squares are in astrology. So your Venus has to be squaring up with Uranus. And I'm about to pull this up real quick. Hold on, I had to think. I'm like, wait, where are you going? Okay, planetary placement, no, aspects. What is this, the week of the 16th? Oh, I was wrong. Venus is squaring up with Saturn. That's actually, you're right. That's right. Because Saturn, this 10th house is Saturn. That's what you're trying to break free from. Uranus is the freedom energy. So yeah, that's what it is. Venus is squaring up with Saturn. So I can't wait to, you know, touch base on that when it's time for me to get to it. But, yep. Venus is squaring up with Saturn. So all of these things that are occurring to you right now, yes, it's very frustrating. Yes, it's very frustrating and infuriating. But this is supposed to reflect back to you what to do moving forward, okay? So this is that karmic debt that's not paid, all right? And this has to be taken care of before anybody can move forward. And then the fact that it's like, I want to, you know, I don't want to drive anymore. I just want to ride my bike. And luckily I'm in a position in my life where I can just ride my bike to work. And then I get everything else delivered to me. I really don't need a car. I really don't. So it's like, I'm paying for this car just for a cop to try to find fault and give me a ticket. I'm paying for my own demise. Why? I'm paying hundreds of dollars car insurance. I don't have a payment, but people have payments, car insurance, and then taxes, and then you have cops on the road actively trying to give you a ticket. Why are you paying hundreds and thousands of dollars a month just for somebody to put you in debt? Like, yo, I don't know. That's just me. So now it's like, I want to take organic routes. Like, okay, I don't need to drive. Let me just ride my bike. That'll help my body, health, my dog. Like, it's like trying to find, it's forcing me to see it differently. Now I want to discontinue all of my cards. Like, I want to replace every single card I have. I'm turning off all auto pay. I pay it when I'm gonna pay it when I manually do it. Like, I want to, everything now getting organized. Now I want to know when my payments are due a week in advance. Like, I want to know, and I'm sure this is normal for people to be, but not everybody lives up to this, right? Not everybody stays on top of it. You spend $5 today, or you spend $5 every day, you lose track. You don't think it's that much until by the end of the month, you're looking like, damn, I just spent all this money on X, Y, and Z. Like, this is stupid. This is what is happening at this time. So you're going to be getting bullied in your finances. You're going to get bullied in what it is that you guys value, what it is that you're putting your time and energy into. You're going to get bullied and backed up against a wall. And this is for you to see yourself. This is for you to see that you invested, you gave your power over to this. You gave your power into this relationship. You gave your power into this contract you're in. You gave your power away. And now the power that you gave is going to now be directed at you. And you're going to feel the heat. So if you can feel how powerful, it's like, the energy that are coming at you, how aggressive it is, that's how much power you have within yourself that you gave to another person or another entity or another corporation. So if you can understand and feel, oh, wow, they really applying pressure. You gave them that pressure. So you are pressure. You don't need, you get what I'm saying? Take your energy back. That's what this is. Take your energy back. You don't need any of that. Like, they're just showing you how much power you have, because they're exerting that power that you gave back onto you. Like, it's a mirror at this time, man. Like, take your power back. Take your money back. You can create your own shit. That's why it says with Venus in the Taurus, you need to develop your mercurial skills. Instead of being jealous about someone's mercurial development and their intelligence and their knowledge, how about it's time for you to develop your own, so you don't get bamboozled and you're not giving to energies that are attacking you. And again, it doesn't have to just be money. It could be emotions. You give your love to people, and then they use that love against you to attack you. And it's just like, and it's a strong ass attack, because that's how strong your love is. So if that's the case, keep your love to yourself, which means you keep the power to yourself. It's very clear. I'm hoping it's getting clearer, okay? But that's what I have. I have to go. I need to finish up this report. this is making me feel so much better because it's fucked up, but it's like I know what I'm being taught. I know what the lesson is here, and I fully accept the lesson because I'm bad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm bad at it. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all gonna try to make me pay? All right, I'm gonna pay it. But you ain't gonna see me signing up for nothing else ever again. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. They fucked you over one last time, and you better make sure this is the last time. Give them a round of applause. But that curtain should be closing. Round of applause. You might as well joke about it like, yeah, they got me. They got me. Got him. But I promise you this is going to be the last. This is where the revenge builds up. The revenge is your knowledge, right? Yeah. This is where the revenge starts here. You got it. Okay. That's why the best revenge should be your paper. Who the fuck is calling me? And that's another thing too. I don't know what this is. Y'all need to limit it down. You don't need two of nothing. I had 2 phones, was paying on 2 phones. Bill was $300. I cut one line off. I didn't need it. Like, cut one line off, bill immediately dropped to $160. I feel bad for any of you who have anything brand new because you just started a new cycle. You just started a new cycle. So that brand new car that you had to have, all right, well, now you're about to be locked up for 5 years trying to pay that shit off. This either a 3-year lease, a 5-year. It's either or. That's just what it is. So when I say y'all signed up new contracts and this and that, like I'm personally at the end of my shit, you know, like I'm at the end of my rope. I'm clearing it out. Like I'm damn near, I've paid off a lot of debt. Okay. Some people are signing up for new debt. So that's what I mean by they signed a contract and they're going to have to deal with that. I'm paying off a contract that I got into years ago. I'm finally coming to the end of the rope. And this most recent thing with the insurance, I really only had to get it because I had to go through inspection for the DMV, like, and they be trying to check all that. But then when I did that, they didn't even check that I had insurance or not. So I got bamboozled. And I knew it right in that moment, like, wow, I just paid all this money for insurance to pass inspection. And they just glanced over the insurance card. And I just was like, I had the IE ass face, right? I had the IE ass face. Like, y'all didn't even look at the insurance card. I could have made this up. I could have came in here with some fake ass insurance papers to pass inspection. And I just paid hundreds to get this, to pass this. I played myself. And God is showing me right now as I'm canceling this this policy, bitch, you played yourself. And I did. And so I got to take that shit to the chin. I own that shit. I did this. So now I got to pay for it and I'm prepared to do it. It's going to be on my time, Mars and Taurus. It's going to be on my time. But this was my last hoorah. Like, this was it. I learned my lesson. I'm not spending money just because anymore. I'm taking everything off of auto. I'm not going like this anymore. If I don't need it, I'm good. The cheaper my pleasures, that's where my wealth will be. My pleasure is just going to the park, riding my bike, being with my dogs, reading books, writing, tarot, astrology. That don't really cost too much. It don't really cost anything. I wear the same all black every single day. I don't go out. I don't have to spend a lot on gas. I'm not trying to impress. My pleasures are very cheap. And so it's now time for me to get on that wave, like, and stay on it. I don't have expensive habits. Or I did, but not anymore. Amazon, you're done. They don't want you to get to this point. Like I said last week, there was a peak in materialism. And it's just so interesting how every spring, you ever notice how there's more cops out? They come out of nowhere. I don't see that many cops in the winter. I don't really see that many in the fall. But when spring comes around, I'm seeing multiple cops coming out of the woodworks, coming out the hole. And it's crazy. I was at the park yesterday and I'm walking with my dogs in the stroller. And I looked to my left and it was like a cop. I guess he just got on duty and he was coming out of the like police station, the gate. So I seen the gates opening and he was kind of emerging. And I took note. I was like, okay, what are y'all trying to tell me? What are y'all trying to show me about this? And I let it go. And now it's coming to me. What they were trying to show me is that these Sagittarian energies are coming out of hibernation. They're coming out from up under their holes. And they're coming out to torture people. They're coming out to get money. And it's tax season as well. So you got tax season. And then on top of that, they send out like an overwhelming amount of cops. Please let me know. Have you ever noticed that around springtime, around tax season, they start coming out heavy? I've even noticed some people getting pulled over by 6, 7 cops at a time, and it's only one person. And it didn't matter the race or the color, they was getting pulled over. Why do you need this many people for one person? Bullies. That's what is being shown. Bullies that just came up out of the ground. Which is also 8th house energy. When I was at my job yesterday, homegirl, she was committing fraud or whatever like that. But it's like the bank literally was like, oh, shut her accounts down. Like, how do you have that power to shut my accounts down? Like, this is my money and you're telling me I can't access. She had money in her account that she had, like she was supposed to have access to. Regardless whether she was frauding or not, she had her own money. They wouldn't give it to her. But you gave your power over by placing your money in someone else's hands. And then when they exert their power over you, you're sitting there with the IE ass face. And all she kept saying was, this is my money. How can y'all take this? This is illegal. It's illegal. And it didn't matter who she called. It didn't matter what she said or did. They still kept that hold on her money. She didn't have no money to eat until the bank decided to do whatever the bank was going to do. She gave her power over to somebody else to take care of her own money. And they exerted that power. This is what God, this is what this is what the energy is trying to show you. You guys are putting your energy in and empowering these corporations or people. And I promise you, they're going to exert that power over you. It's happening. We like people support police, support police. Okay. They've already been doing police brutality, but that shit is, they up in the ante. They're also up in the ante on and ticketing and charging people tickets for no reason. You're gonna give me a ticket for doing something that you're doing. You're gonna give me a ticket for being on my phone, but you're on a entire laptop driving. But you're gonna give me a ticket for being on my phone. It's the contradictions for me. But you want to support this, support the troops. It's a clear double standard that's being applied here. I'm not allowed to drive on my phone, but you're allowed to drive on a laptop. I'm not allowed to run this light, but you conveniently turn on your lights to go through a light. And these are the organizations that let's support. And these are the very organizations that don't support you. When I was working at Bank of America, I'm pretty sure when they first started up, I bet you they was kissing all the ass possible. But now that they are the largest bank in the country, I will receive, when I used to work for them, I will receive calls and this and that. And y'all don't care. And you're right, we don't. They didn't. It didn't matter if you canceled your account because they were, at that point, they are the largest bank in the country. It doesn't matter how you feel. But when they were a small company on the rise, I bet you they cared how people felt. They was kissing ass. So when they were small, they was kissing ass and catering to people. But the larger they got, I don't care no more. What you gonna do? And then these people will call in, and I had to hear that shit. Y'all don't care. We don't. But you gave them the power not to care. You did that. You did that. Yeah. So you can only be mad at yourself. People don't want to take accountability. For me, it's frustrating. Yeah. Of course I want to, they ain't shit, but I ain't shit because I signed up for ain't shit. I have to take accountability. Most people can't do that. And that's why I'm fully prepared to deal with it, because I'm taking accountability for it. I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim. People want to be victims so goddamn bad. And so they keep empowering those who will victimize them so that they can play this victim role. And then because they're being victimized, they have to return this energy somewhere. They got to exert it somewhere. So then they try to victimize somebody else who they deem to be on their level, because somebody who's on a higher level is victimizing them. So now they got to victimize you. And then you may feel like you got to victimize somebody else. And then the cycle continues, but it all derived from the Saturnian energy that everybody's conforming to. You're getting lied to. You're getting cheated. All of this derives from Saturnian energy. When you go to work, what do they train you on? The art of what? Language. The art, no, what is it? The art of, I think it's the art of communication, or it's like a way to manipulate. They teach you how to manipulate at work. They teach you how to not really give all the truth, but just enough. It's like they teach you these energies, and then y'all take it into your real lives and then wonder why people are treating you the same way. Why people are fake. You go to work and they train you to be fake. When you come to work, you got to be professional. That's not real. You're putting on a facade. And then you go out into the real world and do the same exact thing. You put on facades like you're at work. But you learned this trait from where? Work. What does work represent? Saturn, Capricorn energy. You can't take accountability, just like Saturn energy can't, and they will not. How many times have companies done some weird, crazy shit? Look at the government. Do they ever take accountability? No, they blame it on somebody else. And so y'all mimic that same thing. It's just a big ball of fuckery. It's a big ball of manipulation. This shit came from the very energies y'all empowered. And the reason why it's not changing, because people don't want to see their role in it. I can see my role in this, so it's easy for me to now work on it and never make that mistake again, because I can see my role. I cannot control these companies. I can control myself and the energy I give. These people are not understanding this concept, and that is why they keep getting stuck in the same trap. When you make it about you, it's like they want to play victim to make it about them, but they don't want to make it about them to like hold themselves accountable. It's like not authentic. It's not an authentic, I'm going to make it about me. Because if you was really going to make it about you, you would hold yourself accountable and start making changes. These people make it about them because they're the victim. And then now, because you just got done wrong, where you put your money or energy in, now you feel like you got to stay there to prove some type of point to get your energy back, when no, you can look at the situation as it is, take yourself up out of it, and work to stay out of it. But people don't do that. Oh, the government just did this, this, and this, so let me keep focusing on the government instead of focusing on myself to get away from the government. Oh, this relationship, he cheated on me, he did this. So I'm going to keep focusing on him cheating on me instead of focusing on myself to get away from the cheating. Oh, this company just took all of my money. They just took all my money. I didn't authorize it. So I'm going to keep focusing on that and keep doing instead of focusing on yourself or making your own money so you don't have to invest your money over there. So this is, like I said, that's why karma is going to be hitting a lot of people real bad. Tower with the death card reversed, because these people don't want to see that, the key really is you in everything. The key is you in everything, man. You're the common denominator in all of your situations in life, and yet this is going over people's head. It can't be everybody victimizing you. It can't be everybody doing you wrong. And you are this, you're at the core of all of this wrongness. At some point, you got to be like, okay, what am I doing That's like, what am I doing? I'm the common denominator in all of this injustice. Nobody gets to that core. Nobody's getting to that root. They just continue to put their money and energy and time into the very avenues and resources and places that are stealing and victimizing them, taking their money, robbing them, raping them, all types of shit. This is spiritual rape. This is spiritual robbery. And that's why Pluto was in Capricorn at this time. This is a time to bring down these very forces. It is time to bring this shit down. But you, like Harriet Tubman, I could have freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. These people don't know. They don't know who they are, and they certainly don't know who the enemy is. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what type of stimulation they're in. They don't know the roles that they are unaware. And if you're unaware, somebody is going to play that role for you. And then when you look up, you feel like a victim. Where your ass was at when you did this? You don't remember you did this? You don't remember? Ignoring red flags because shit looks good. This is like, example, I only got into, and I've never had insurance before. I would always get it when I had to go through inspection. So that's every 2 years I would get car insurance just to pass inspection. And so I thought it was going to be the same thing this time around. Got him. Got him. It looked good. I'm thinking, okay, just do this. Boop, 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 boop. It looked good. It seemed like it was going to be easy, but it was all superficial. Didn't think it through. I thought it was just going to be the same thing, same thing, same thing. And then they changed. And then, I mean, I'm not mad or shocked or nothing, but like, let's say I was shocked that they changed the rule. I would be shocked at that because I didn't change. Most people will be shocked at changes because when they had the opportunity to enforce that change on themselves to shock the other energy, nah, they waited. They didn't want to do that. So now that other energy is going to shock them. And now they're like, I'm so appalled. I don't understand what's happening. You were supposed to be that shock factor. And that's what Pluto and Capricorn is trying to show these people. You are the force. You are the shocking factor here. You are Uranus. But no, they give that Uranus role over to these corporations. And so when policies change, and I know y'all been getting a lot of emails about policies have changed. We have updated our policy. They changed, but these people are not changing. And then they get shocked. When we as people are supposed to change. And we're supposed to apply that shock to the world. It's being reversed. And that's why these people are mad. It's very simple.